Hello? Like, do I know how to stream anymore? Hi.
Hey, how's it going? I've missed you so much, Harlot. Wow.
You know what I should have done? I should have showed up with my old model. That would have been funny. Where'd the chat go? It's not there. You guys just don't exist. I took the meds. It happened. They're gone. No, come back to me. Come back to me. Thank you for 8-month member. Thank you for the 8-month member. Braindead VT fan. Welcome back, Shibi. Hopefully you're doing well. I got so much stuff to talk about. Woo-wee. Woo-wee. I didn't even go to the south, but woo-wee. Hold on. I need to... I am perfect. I thought when I started the stream, it would kick in, but it looked like it didn't. Let's try it again. Try to refresh it. Why is it this chat? Okay, I'm sorry. Can't hear you. Thank you, Top, for the 15th month. 15 months! Oh my god. Holy crap. Welcome back, mademoiselle. Can't wait to hear your stories from your tip. Not from my trip, from my tip. Anyways. Thank you, groomed by VAllure. Also for the 15-month member. Hasn't been the same without you, madam. VAllure community has missed you and your antics. Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready. All my antics. All my antics. Hold on. Can I show one of my antics now? Can I? Why am I small? Stop scrolling! Where is it? Feet. That looked really weird from far away! Feet. You got some souls. I might jump scare you with feet every now and then. Hi, Venus. Alright, what else we got? God, well, thank you for 15 member. I love you so much, Shibi. I miss you so much. Glad to have my beautiful bun wife back. Oh, thank you. I'm happy to be in the loving arms of all of my Halits. Let me see. Let me get Alice. Whoa! Okay, this one works at least.
Rightful Chaos tipped $4.20.
Thank you, Rightful Chaos.
Madam.
I missed you guys so much. You guys are too sweet. Not sweet. Squeet. Squeet. I can't talk. I'm so overwhelmed. Thank you, no one special for the 13th month member. Miss you so much, Shibi. Can't wait for all the stories. Yes, squeet. Put just to be absolutely diabolical, put a C, so SC QWEET. Yeah, I think that sounds about right. But yes, I know some of you may have noticed I was gone. I'm sure some of you may have not noticed at all, and you're like, oh, you were gone? We don't really like announce when we go on vacation. We usually just tell our fan base, we're like, yeah, I'm going on vacation. Because we don't really like... That jump scared me.
Flowerhead
I can wait.
$10. Well,
Thank you, Flowerhead.
I'm so happy you're back. I know it wasn't long, but after a couple days I legit felt myself just missing like a MF and wanting to see you again. Hope you're feeling well and had a great time with your family. Love you, Shibi.
Oh, thank you. I did have a good time with my family. I'm not feeling good though. That's why I was trying to make a doctor's appointment. Oh my god. Go on.
Leon Lion no $3.33. I am Squeet Yakek.
I am Squeet Yakek. Squeet Yakek. Squeet Yakek. Thank you for a member, Rebecca.
HareM
Get.
SCP guard tipped $3.33.
Everybody pause with the dodos!
Shibi wanted us to check if you were replaced by a skinwalker, so what is another 4-letter word for dirt? There is one correct answer.
Poop. What is a 4-letter word for? We've done this before and I didn't know the answer. Anyways. Thank you for the 15th member, Firehill. We miss you. Crying emojis. Thank you for the 9-month member, Lucario. Unleash the grippers. The grippers. Where are they? The grippers. Oh, the grippers. The grippers. You can see my toes. They look kind of weird. the French tip doesn't translate well on camera. It's not soil. Yeah, it's not soil. I'm like, I should scooch my chair closer. What was I gonna say? Oh. Yeah, I was like sick and dying, but also had a great time with my parents. God damn it. Wait till the birthday!
Leon Lion Noel tipped $13.30.
Thank you for the lead donation, gamer.
And I miss you.
What was that? What was that? What the hell? Oh. Thank you, Spaceman, the 13th month member. Shibi's back. All's right again. Yep. I was here to restore balance. Thank you, Erkin, for the 14th month member. So glad to have you back. I missed you a lot. Love you lots, madam. Oh, thank you. Honestly, I just presumed everybody would forget about me. Because as I was saying, we don't usually post like or put up like hiatus announcements because we just tell our fan base because it just makes more sense to do that because it's not like because people are like, oh, they graduating. We don't need to give our fan bases jump scares. But yeah, it was a trip. It was fun. It was sad. It was nauseating. It was wonderful. It was hilarious. It was a ride. It was a movie. Last week was a movie. No, it really wasn't. I had to watch VODs. I know. I was a bad girl and I didn't record the video like I said I would. So for that, I'm sorry. And I also wanted to. I edited and recorded and did all this stupid stuff in like 5 hours or 6 hours. The last 2 videos, like the day before I was leaving, because I have been like just sick or busy preparing for the trip. Digitan, no, I didn't go to the beach like I said I would. We ended up going someplace else instead. Because it was just too hot. I'm happy you guys watched movies and stuff. Yeah. What? Oh, great. Here we go.
Flowerhead tipped $5.
All right.
Shibi, so much I can't contain it. Shibi, can I have a hug and kiss? I seriously missed you.
Yeah. It only did There was a bunch of them. There was a bunch of yous. Why did it go That was weird. Here's your hug. Here's your kiss. It's still so pale, yeah. Still so pale. I was spying on you guys. I was like, Sam, like, oh, they probably don't love me anymore because I'm gone for a week. I wasn't really tweeting a lot because we were so busy every day, like me and my family or me seeing my friends. And then one day I just literally needed to be a loaf of bread, like especially like when I got from the airport to my parents' house. Honestly, the flight there and the ride there, like I Ubered, like to there, was fine. It was good. Boommy did sing the song of his people for the last 2 hours of the first flight. The gabapentin wore off. I'm guess. Because I had to give it to him at like 6 a.m. And then, because it kind of doesn't really reach its fullness till like 2 hours later. And I was like, okay, I need to make sure that he's knocked out. Although, so it was really funny that like when you bring a cat to the airport, you have to like either you can request a room to have like the cat searched. I don't know what that means. Or you can just walk through with them in the metal detector. And so I'm like, I don't really think Boomy's gonna need a room. Like he seemed like pretty low key. But oh, let me like say like, oh Shibi, why'd you go on vacation? Well, I needed to go on vacation. I have been depresso espresso, seasonal affect disorder, baby. And I was like, and then I just lost Fia. So I'm like, I need to go see my parents. And so I like literally spontaneously like I'm like, okay, like a week or two from now, like I'll go or whatever. And so then I booked it and it was good. And my parents are gonna come back and see me in November, and that forces me to unpack. I've lived here for 4 months now, and I still haven't unpacked. I have my whole spare room just full of totes. I need to buy my parents like an air mattress. I'm not gonna buy a whole ass another mattress for my parents. I'll get a cute bed set, right? Like a cheapo Amazon bed set, and I'll put the air mattress on top of the bed set so it feels real official. Oh yeah, a race car bed for my parents. But yeah, because they just like want to be able to check on me more often and stuff, because living alone with Kat and then losing Fia has been kind of a bummer. Thank you for the 15-month member. Hello from the other side. Oh, a little bit. Let's forget that happened. I can't say due to work, but I'm glad you're back, and I hope you can find some time to have a little. I hope I can read. I hope you could find time to have a little fun. I could. Thank you. Just let them use the bed. I'll let them use the human dog bed. I don't think my parents could fit in there. The Minecraft bed. But yeah, so like that's why I went over and stuff. And so I had wanted to prepare stuff, but just didn't really work as well as I thought it would. I thought I had 2 BGMs going on at once for a second, and I was really confused. Boomy's in his crate right now. I think he's like wanted to be in the darkness of the crate for some reason, because he was in the dock of the if my model freaks out, it's because I'm looking behind me to try to look into the crate. Are you still there? Oh yeah, he's been eeping in there. Usually he'll eep in his bed on the couch, but he doesn't been doing that. But yeah, the flight there was fine. Boomy kind of screamed the end. He screamed in the Uber a little bit, and I apologized to the driver and gave them a good tip. And then like I'm at the airport. I took Boommy out of the carrier to walk through security, and I held him out, and he was just all like dangly long cat, and people were like, what the hell? And I had to hold him, and he was like, what the hell's going, like he was looking around, he's like, what, get me out of here, get me back in my crate. And I had to walk through security, so I'm waiting there for like 5 minutes for someone to come, because there's like 2 different types of airport like metal detectors. And so I couldn't go through one of them. I had to go through a different one, and so I had to go through like the OG metal detector. And so then after finally someone comes, because I'm waiting, because Boomy's starting to claw at my arm because he wants to get back in the carrier. And finally somebody comes, and I'm holding him, and they're like, I need to swab your hands. And I'm like, how can you swab my hands when I'm holding a 15-pound cat? Like, I don't know how this is gonna work, but I guess we can come up with something. So I'm literally, Boomy's digging into my shoulder, and I'm like awkwardly holding out one hand, and then I'm awkwardly holding out the other, and I'm like, what are they swabbing for, like bomb residue on my cat? I don't understand. What are they swabbing? And then I walked through, and I put him right back. He like got right back in his carrier, and that was fine. And then I had the flight, and so like West Coast to East Coast was like 6-ish hours, And so he was really good. Like, he was mostly quiet. He meowed a little, like, when the plane took off, but it was fine. I watched the ballerina, the John Wick spin-off, and then I watched the 3 episodes that they had of the old, like, the origin story of Dexter with the younger version of him, like, whatever, and that was okay. And then I got to my parents' house, and it was nice. And then, literally when I got there, like, my mom's cousin was, like, nearby, and he's like, oh, I just came back from a fishing trip. I almost said my real name. Shibi likes fish, right? Shibi likes fish, right? And my mom's like, oh, yeah, Shibi loves fish. And, my awkward pause of, what's my name again? Oh, I've said my real name on accident, like, multiple times before. Although, it's funny, because sometimes I think in, my, like, I'll be like, Shibi, you can't do that. And I'm like, why am I thinking as Shibi? Why am I not thinking as my real name? It was really weird. First day back in the VOD is gone. The VOD wouldn't be gone, I just edited it out. And then you guys would know anyway, it doesn't matter. Around the same time last year. Yeah, there you go. I have such a, like, typical white girl name. Become one with your VTuber, exactly. Hello, come in. So then they, like, stopped by and they gave the fish. They're like, oh, yeah, it's a small one, but, like, you know. And then it was real brief, and I was like, oh, I forgot to ask if he could, like, gut it for me and descale it. And then I was just like, oh, I can figure this out, I'm cool. Like, I've watched so many cooking, gutting fish, catch and cook videos, I can do this. And then I got too distracted though, because I was, like, busy hanging out with family, busy hanging out with my parents. I got food with my parents. And what was I gonna say? Why am I having a brain fart? I'm, like, so tired, man. I'm so tired. Just wait till I get to my ride back home, and you guys are gonna be like, yo, what? Oh my god. But so I, like, a couple days later, like 2 days later, I made the fish. I gutted it in the dark with my freshly manicured nails. I had just gotten my nails and my toes done. I wanted to get a massage too at my place that I like, but I just didn't have time because everybody wanted to see me. All members of my family wanted a piece of me. But it was way easier than I thought. It smelled as bad as I thought it would be, which wasn't that bad because I'm, like, part cat, rabbit. I'm a cabbit. So it's like I just really like fish. Okay. And I was able to do it, and my dad cooked it up, and it was delicious. And he made me really nice potatoes and veggies from my mom's garden. Like, it was really nice. Cat bunny, a cunny, or a rat. You call me a rat? I wish I could flip you off of my toes. Can I flip you off of my toes? This is me flipping you off of my toes. But I've had too much sodium. My ankles are swollen. But your toes are all gay. What does that mean? All gay? Call my toes gay? What the hell? Or okay? Okay. Oh, pecora, right? Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know why I can't brain farted. I also was walking a lot, which is why my feet, sorry, I'm, like, jiggling my feet really fast. My feet are I'm broken. I'm so broken. My body is fully inflamed. My fibro is not happy. If you don't know, like, I have fibromyalgia. My mom has fibromyalgia. Fibromyalgia. My mom handles it a lot better than me because she's been living with it the majority of her life. But I've only just like had it in the past couple of years, so I'm still getting used to like what I can and can't do with it. And my body's shutting down, and yeah, oh my god, it kicked my butt. But that's also my fault because my mom always told me, like, you know, when you have fibro, you have to stay active, like, because then it doesn't, like, the inflammation isn't as bad. And I literally have been as sedentary as my fucking computer to monitor. So that is changing. Cannot happen anymore. I'm trying to walk more. I didn't walk today because I had a lot of work to do, but I mostly got it done. So I actually ended up finishing the tax thing I needed to work on this morning. Thank you, Jonathan Summers, for the 3-month member. G'day, Shibi. Here's another month hanging out with you, my fellow harlots. Oh, thanks. I don't know why I read that in that voice. Yeah, I'll definitely have more walkies, member streams. All 40 pages? Yes. It would happen a lot faster than I thought because there's a lot that I didn't need to annotate. So it worked out. Oh, I should check my email. I'll do that later. But, I was like, oh yeah. The story about that, I'm gonna be all over the place today, you know, with the ADHD. It's funny because one of my like cousins is not like my cousin, but you know how like your third, your fourth, your fifth cousin, or like your aunt's kid's cousin, like their family like distantly. Like one of them is like has ADHD, and she was like, and we're very much the same. I'm probably like a more introverted version of her. Yeah, literally like 11th degree cousin. And she was just like, you should get on Adderall. She's like, I just lock in. She was killing me, dude. Oh my god. But a cousin from the Outback. And so for my tax stuff, literally the first day I'm there, I check my email when I'm at my parents', and I'm like, why, what? And I get an email from my accountant saying that, oh hey, you know, it's September 15th, we really should get started on your taxes. And I'm like, I sent you all of my stuff back in like April or earlier than, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? You haven't done my taxes. Thanks for filing an extension, I guess. I just assumed I didn't get anything back. And then I was so caught up in moving, I also didn't reach out. Yeah, I literally was doing my taxes on stream for a co-working stream. I'm like, I sent you all of this information. What do you mean? Oh yeah, we're missing some stuff. Why didn't you tell me months ago? I moved to a different state. Like, what? My parents, who have also worked with him, he's like a family accountant, they were like, that seems so unlike him. But then my mom was like, oh, it's probably the new temp that they hired. She probably messed it up. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds right. So I literally this morning, I just like locked in and sat, and I just sent them a bunch of stuff and files. I'll tell you my favorite. What was no, I don't think I can look up my email from this. But one of the things he asked, he's like, which again, I've answered all of these questions, was happy surprise tax extension. I want like happy surprise tax evasion. At this point, IRS is gonna come for me because of the stupid temp. But like, I forgot where I was going with that. Frick, I losing my train of thought. But yeah, it's just like, I sent you all of these things. Oh yeah, what he said, he's like, so how exactly do you get money? Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I've told you, I'm a whore. No, I didn't say that. I'm like, no, I get paid by VAllure, blah blah blah. I'm an independent contractor person, whatever the frick it's called. This is how this is, blah blah blah. I'm a voice act, like they pay me via Patreon, they pay me via YouTube, Stream Elements. Here's my stuff. My husbands provide for me. I have a harem of bunny men. Should have said that. Like, it's funny. My parents know exactly what I do, but I was way too shy to tell my accountant what I do for a living. I don't know why. Yeah, independent contractor that streams on YouTube and does voiceover work. He's like, there's a lot of money coming in and coming out, so like, blah, blah. Honestly, as I was annotating my tax stuff this morning, I was like, oh my god. I spend way too much money on artists. And there was like a big chunk of like booth purchases. I was like, oh shit. And tell me to, oh no, they always ask what channel, and I just say, I'm sorry, I'm under NDA, I can't tell you like who I am. Like, I was even like, there's very few people, like only my close inner circle know who I am. Like, I only just told my parents the other day what my name was. I think they forgot about, like they usually forget, which is great. I'm happy that they forget, which is also doubly great because they're very tech savvy. They can look up anything I do. Hi mom, hi dad, I really hope you're not watching. But yeah, so I was like, okay. So I sent all that stuff over to him this morning, so we'll see if it needs further stuff. Imagine Mama Dal and Papa Sal here with us. I told my dad better be playing Expedition 33 and just have me on in the background. I bought him that game. Thank you, Sad Cat, for the 7-month emotes. Heart. Oh, I wish I had a heart toggle. That'd be cool. Gotta be a weird chat. Hey mom, dad, I'm an E-Bunny brat, madam. Yeah, no, I showed them my new model because they had seen it like when I was developing it, but and I was like, oh yeah, no, I switched, and they're like, oh yeah, and they were like, wow, this is so cute. And I'm like, yeah, I can switch between either one of them. They like the Oni-chan one more. Actually, no. Which? My mom doesn't like how big the boobs are on the Oni-chan model. And my dad likes the outfit on the Oni-chan model. And my dad thought I was like chibi. And I'm like, close. And so, oh, that would be so awesome if I could I'll make my parents, like, I want to put my mom in the chibi model. I'll put my dad in the Oni sister, big sis model, and I'll just have me like this and be like, hi, and then I'll just like adjust them to look like my parents more. Or something. If only I had a sibling to throw on the 1.0. Excuse me. My parents like, they said, whoa. Thank you, Snowbird. 420 blaze it.
Tipped $4.20. Welcome back, Connor. If you have no idea what that reference is, don't worry. It just means you're not a boomer yet.
Welcome back. What? Cotter or Connor? What? I guess I'm... Okay, boomer. I guess I'm not boomer enough. But thank you. But my parents, they liked this more subtlety of the bondage in this design. But my mom was like really likes 1.0 Shibi. She likes the office work because my mom's an office lady. My mom was so, I like got to like pick her up from work every day because so that I could have her car. My dad would drop her off and I'd pick her up. And she was so dang cute in her outfits. Oh, my mom got a new job. I'm really proud of her. She's been kicking butt. And she was so cute. She had her, you know how my hair is like this? She had her hair like almost like this the other day when she was, I was like, oh my god, Mom, you curled your hair. You look so cute. She was adorable. And yeah, so we hung out with like family and went out to breakfast with cousins. What else did I do? Some people I weren't able to see. I went out to, I can say places. I don't really think I won't say specifically where, but I went to Maine to get some Maine lobster. I love lobster. Oh, that was so good. Oh, it was so delicious. Oh, Welcome Back, Kotter was an old TV show, like Nick at Night. Oh no, that's before my time. Yeah, my mom got a new job. She's been kicking butt. But yeah, I love lobster. Lobster is my favorite food aside from crab. I love shellfish. I really like clams too. Delicious. I haven't really had enough of oysters to say I really like oysters or not. I used to live off of shrimp when I was a child, my mom said. Lobster corn dog. Oh. Hi! Oh, I missed you too. Welcome. Before your time, you know what's 10 times? You're 50. Listen. I don't know what's going on, but my glasses are messing up my my thing right now. My eye tracking is weird. Do you like oyster sauce? I don't remember what it tastes like. Is lobster better than crabs? Do they taste the same? I think I like lobster because it's firmer, but and there's a lot more of it, but I like crab because it's sweeter. I want to try crab, but buying and cooking it looks like a chore. You just grab like a frozen thing of snow crab legs and you throw them in a pot, you know, heat it up for like 6-7 minutes. Take them out, crack them. I'm like a master at cracking crab legs. Like, you know that one meme of that girl who's like with her guy at like a Korean barbecue spot and he like can't get the corn and she just picks it up with her bare hands and stabs the thing through it and just blows him a kiss. Like, that's me, but I do that with crab legs for you. I'll be like put a little butter on that, put a little obe, put it in front of you, and I'm like, I'm a master of cracking legs and cracking your back. Give you some back shots. Imagine me with a strap. Anyways, so the lobster was super good. I had steamers with it, and it was super tasty. I love steamers. Steamers are like cracking. I love steamers a lot. I'm a freak and I like breaking down my food. I don't know what it is. It's like some primal thing in me. I just like tearing apart my own food. And like, that's why I'm probably some sick, chaotic psychopath for enjoying breaking down a rabbit and breaking down a fish. I've always been very nice to animals though. Just saying! Unless I'm gonna eat them. I like the gore part. I was covered in fish guts and blood. And I was like, ah! Blood and guts! Blood and guts! Yeah, I liked, you know, it's that wolf in me. I got that wolf in me. Oh. She makes a peanut butter jelly sandwich and eats peanut butter. I really like to break down my food, I say, eating a slice of bread and then scooping peanut butter into my mouth, then scooping jelly, then eating another piece of bread. Yeah, no, I just enjoy breaking my food for some reason. So maybe if I break you, I'll eat. I'm just gonna become a cannibal. I'm just gonna become all the niches of my other corpo mates and start eating bitches. But gore. And then I'd fuck your arm stump or something. I don't know. Nice ASMR. You are a crab and I am consumed. I did a crab mukbang, didn't I? Hipster deconstructed. I also like cooking. Like, I like making food. Which is not the giants of Ceru scaring me. Yeah, just like, you know, I like gore. Gore is fun. But anyways, what else? Yeah. Made fish, has made lobster, that was good. What else did I do? I just hung out with my parents a lot. At one point, they were gone at like church, and I was playing Marvel Rivals on the PlayStation. Oh, I like got my dad to play Expedition 33, and it was so fun watching him play. Like, I think he when he dropped me off at the airport, I was just like, what are you gonna do when you get home? He's like, I'm playing Expedition 33. But my dad is a Balatro fiend, though. I looked at his hours on Balatro on his PlayStation. It was 218. And I'm like, and that's not including how much he played on his phone. My dad is straight up addicted to Balatro. It is so yeah, I was like, Dad, you should check out this game, it's Balatro, blah blah blah. And he's like, oh yeah. I'm like, yeah, it's like solitaire. Like, it's a little bit confusing at first. Like, it's not like solitaire at all, but I'm like, if you want like an idle game to play. And he's addicted to it, but he still sucks at it, which is hilarious. He had it, and I'm like, how do you have all these hours and you haven't unlocked a deck? Like, what the fuck? Your dad sounds like he's 25 years old. My parents are actually super young. My parents are young. They're very hip with the times. He's mad. My dad's not good at it. But, he hasn't gotten that far. Like, when we played up until the first boss. So, Iveke. So, I hadn't he was about to start it, but yeah. But speaking of my father has been feeling really well. He hasn't been doing that well, which is a major bummer. So he's been having really bad kidney issues, and I hope that he recovers from it. But my mom's been keeping an eye on him. He's just been in a lot of pain. My mom's such a trooper taking care of him. My dad's a trooper for just like working through it. But yeah, he's been super sick the entire summer, so it's kind of a bummer. I wish I probably am gonna move back in a couple years, to be honest, and I want to go down like south with them and just like live together with my parents again, so I can help my mom take care of my dad. So it's kind of a bummer. But what else? Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's not. I hope it doesn't develop into something serious, but it could. So that's like my mom's being hyper vigilant. I saw. I know, I'm gonna tell you this. Yeah, so I went to Olive's house. I don't even know if I can say, because there's something I want to tell you guys. I'll tell you guys. You'll know before most people know. Okay, I'll tell you guys, don't worry. Okay, so it was so good seeing Olive in Salem. Some of the girls, like Kitty wasn't there. Kitty got a fucking dog. I was like, you hate dogs. Like, why are you getting a dog? You have 6 cats and you're getting a dog? And she was like, yeah, with my mans, I'm getting a dog. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's why it's your fucking mans. Yeah, Kitty got a dog. She got a puppy. She got a pit puppy. But it's like, it looks like an actual like American Staffordshire Terrier, not like one of those gross looking pit bulls that are like designer pit bulls that are not actual pit bulls. Like, it looks like an actual normal pit bull. But she was so cute. She was like a little gray one. we was FaceTiming her and I'm like, you got a dog? Okay. So it was me, Salem, Olive, and then Mary and Jane came. And it was all it was so fun. I'm on I'm on the West Coast. And Mary is just like, I'm coming to the West Coast. And I'm like, why? I'm like, I just flew back to the East Coast. And she's like, oh, I was hoping like I was gonna like drive and see you. Because she was in I don't like, and the West Coast is super big, so I don't know why she thought she could just show up at my house with Jane, like when I don't even know how long it would take to get for, like, she was going to the Forks, like Washington, for the Twilight thing. And I'm literally like getting off the plane on the East Coast, and she's like, bitch, I'm in Forks, Washington. I'm like, what the fuck? But yeah, she went to the Twilight thing with Jane, and so that was cute. But yeah, she had flown back by the time, like, when I was seeing like the girls. And so we did our Hear Me Out night. And no, it wasn't Hear Me Out. We didn't do Hear Me Out. We did 13 Reasons Why. Like, what's your 13th reasons? What's your 13th reason? yeah, you are. I'm tempted, man. I'm tempted to make you guys watch all those Twilight movies. I've actually only seen like one. I'm a fake Twilight fan. However, I discovered when my dad was driving me to the airport and I was telling him about Mary going to Forks, Washington, that my dad's like, oh yeah, I remember like sneaking out and like going to see the first Twilight movie and then all the other ones. I'm like, excuse me? And he's like, yeah, they were like really good. I'm like, Dad? And my mom's just like, I was like, you wouldn't even let me read the fucking books, bro. And you went and you saw every Twilight movie? Like, who are you? And again, this is coming from my dad, who I figured out was reading like Fourth Wing. And I'm like, you just like young adult novels. You just like, he'll read some like high fucking fantasy, like Anathem. That book is hard to read, guys. And then he'll just read some stupid slop. And I just remember how much I'm exactly like my father. My sister forced me to go with her to all of them. Yeah, I have only seen like one in like clips from the rest, or maybe like two. Same thing. I was a white woman on the inside, and my mom doesn't like vampires. She doesn't like spooky stuff. But I bet if I got her to watch it now, I could take a sip of my tea that's been sitting here. Well, my mom had been like, my mom was super busy with her garden. But she was super, super happy. Parents giving me the whole, like, oh. And I'm like, come on, guys. Like, my parents are like, oh, have you met anyone out there yet? And I'm like, no, man. And my dad's like, when am I getting some dimpled grandbabies? And I'm like, I don't know, never. And my mom's like, shut up, like don't do that to her, because my mom doesn't want me to push them away if they try to force stuff on me. My mom's like, she's so far away already, don't try to force her. And I'm like, I get all I need from my fan base, to be honest. And my parents are low-key concerned about that, but they don't need to work. They're like, what? The concept of parasocialism for them is quite frightening, and they're like, they definitely want me to see a doctor, but that's fine. That could be partially one of the reasons why they're coming, to make sure they can keep a closer eye on me. Here's your grandson. Oh my god, Boommy loved it at my parents'. He absolutely loved it. He was following around my mom and my dad everywhere. He loved it. Like, there was like and it made me like want to cry, because he laid in all the same spots Reina and Soleil would. And there's like, I posted that picture. Oh, my throat really hurts. I'm definitely coming down with something. There's a lady like hacking up her lung on my plane. But yeah, Boommy was super sweet. He was playing with my dad all the time, and my dad was like, oh, I miss having cats. And my mom's like, I can't go through death again! And I'm like, I don't blame you, Mom. I'm not getting any pets anytime soon, unless, a baby is sent to me by the universe. But I honestly think Boommy preferred it at my parents' house over, like, being here. Like, when we came back, he was, like, not happy. And I'm like, oh yeah, it's kind of an emptier house, like it's not as cozy. It's and so I'm like, I need to like unpack and excuse me, and like put up some stuff on the walls. It's just so empty in my house. Have you gone to check up on the foster kitty? I actually haven't. I haven't reached out to ask. I'll probably actually do that after stream and be like, hey, is everything okay? Like, is the foster good? I'm assuming, because I haven't heard from them, that that they are good. But that little guy is such a cutie. And even if I couldn't take him, I know that he would get snatched up immediately. He's such a adorable little guy. Little Bingus. That's what they named him, the foster. Yeah, I think Boommy likes in a more active house, and that's why I'm like wondering, like, should I get him a companion, because like I'm like he's been literally in this crate since I got up, and so I'm like, oh, like I feel kind of, and I'm also wondering if he's finally realizing that Fia's not here, like it hasn't clicked for him yet, because like he was looking around the house for a really long time, like sniffing, and I'm like, maybe it's because like we haven't been here and it smells different, or you're used to my parents, I don't know, but yeah, but he was sniffing all Fia's stuff, and I'm like, oh, like that sucks. But yeah, so I was like, oh, like I don't know, we'll see. I don't want him to be depressed, but I do think he likes a more active house, like you guys said. Like he really liked spending time with my mom and my dad. Like my dad was play fetch with him, and he would snuggle with my mom. And like Boommy was so affectionate when he was at my parents' house. Like he was stupid affectionate. Like he never comes to snuggle with me on my chest, like never does that. And he's a very aloof cat, but he likes head pats, like, and that's really all he'll kind of let you do is like pat him on the head. But he was so affectionate at my parents' house, and he was loving it, like, and I'm like, oh, I'm like, should I have left him with my parents? Like, what's going on here? And I was kind of bummed by that, so I'm gonna try to like make the house more lived in and cozy, and maybe get him a little yeah, but he only comes and snuggles with me when I'm streaming. Like otherwise he doesn't want to be held. Like no, actually no, he's a really good boy about being held, but he won't, like, if I'm in bed or on the couch, he doesn't want to like be on my chest. But he was always on my chest, always purring, always making biscuits. But he's been increasing in affection since Fia passed, because I think he knows that like I'm sad. Maybe because you're talking out loud while streaming? Maybe. Although, like, I would just be watching a movie. Like, I've been working through all the Marvel movies in chronological order. Bro, I forgot how awesome the Winter Soldier and Civil War were. Like, oh my god. And Ant-Man's, like, really good. I just finished Doctor Strange, so I think the next one is Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Boommy senses the harlots. What, he doesn't want to be here because the harlots? We can get a Boommy cam. I can show you Boommy right now, actually. Let me show you Boommy. I don't know if you'll be able to see in there. Will this work? I got a little Boommy cam. I can't do this with my headphones on. Boommy, say hi! Boommy? He just, okay, he's busy. He's busy right now. Can I put it like in here? With him? That's like right on his butt. You can see the top of his head. That's fine. That works. Can I put it like near your face? Your butt is in the way. What if I put it higher? You can look at Boomy's butt. His bow tie is still in there. Lay back down, bro. Lay back down. No, but Boommy was so good on the trip. He really was. He was such a good boy. He wasn't even like freaking out when I was gone either, or like when me and my parents would go out and stuff. Oh, perfect. Why do you look like that? Boommy has such like a human expression on his face sometimes, and it freaks me out. Yeah, I don't know why he looks so mad. He's like, I'm trying to groom myself, man. He's like, I'm trying to take a bath, and you're literally pointing a camera in my face? Yes, this is, if you haven't seen Boommy before, this is him. This is the bottom half of his face. His orange nose makes me think there's something wrong with the colors on my computer. That's the only orange on him, by the way. He doesn't have orange anywhere else. The camera, he might look a little bit orange on his head, but the rest of him is brown. But he gets like he gets a splash of orange cat in him. Most definitely. It looks like he was digging in a bag of Cheetos. Real and true. Boommy likes Cheetos. Boommy kept like trying to take my parents' food. It was quite amusing. Cause what? Why are you resting your head in your paws? What is that? That's so weird. Like, okay. He's like, I need to think about that. Why do you pause like that? I hope he gives you guys a fist. Sometimes Boommy puts his fists up like he's ready to fight. He's cleaning his little face. Yeah, above his like right eye, or like our right, his left, he's like a little dot. You can't really see it on the camera, but I'm like, I think he's getting like a zit. He's going through his teenage years. Yeah, bro fist the screen. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you would bro fist this cat. But let me move myself to the side a little bit. So back to the story of the 13 reasons why. So that was the prompt for the PowerPoint. 13 reasons, like, what's your 13th reason? If you don't get it, if you don't understand the meme, so like, oh, you're my 13th reason, or this is my 13th reason. There is a TV show based off of a book called 13 Reasons Why, where a girl commits suicidal because of the people in her life and the events in her life, and she writes 13 reasons why. She gives like letters to people. It's honestly a really good book. It is a devastating show, so watch it at your own risk, because they show everything, unless I know they did actually like censor it at one point, but so you have, and then like, so the meme is like, your 13 reasons are essentially minor inconveniences. I'm watching Boommy on the thing as I talk. Damn, you're licking your toes. They censored the bathtub. Oh, they did. Damn. Yeah, that was a hard scene to watch. Like, I remember seeing the original one. But yeah, so it's like mostly like minor inconveniences. So like, I have a slideshow on my phone. I can actually, hold on, I'm gonna go silly for a second. Bro, what are you doing? Are you okay? Why is your stomach out like that? Boommy. What is a boy? Is there a boy trapped in a well? Okay, let me look at the slideshow I made, and I'll tell you my 13 reasons why. Actually, why don't I just show you the presentation? It should be able, it's on Canva, so it should be able to be on my computer. Okay, here are my 13 reasons why I would krill. This is, we had to make I made it in like 10 minutes while I was there. My 13 reasons. I said I said Olive. This is Olive. I was like, while I was doing the presentation, I was like, ignore these like random people in Spanish. Doesn't make any sense. Reasons number 1. Love triangles. When bitches love one person and switch off to the other dude and it's like 5 seasons in, like, pick someone, bro. Stop playing with dudes' hearts. I binge watched at my parents' house the entire second season of My Life with the Walter Boys, and by the end of the second season, I wanted to end it all. Like, stop! Stop messing with people. Reason number 2, daylight savings. Like, why do we do this? We're not farmers. Please stop. Wait, I'm like, did I put any personal things in this? Hold on. Let me look real quick. Okay. Yeah. This is good, this is good. Reason number 3. Really gross ass tiny, I don't know why it says tint. Tiny white dogs. Like, please clean your dog's eyes. I'm going to scream. I didn't like them. Like, I don't like... Daylight savings should be Thanos time. Exactly, Venus. Exactly. Like, we don't need daylight savings time anymore. It's really, yeah, that one. Reason number 4. When kids cough in that way or like drink water, it sounds like they're choking and dramatic. Like, drink your juice, like, you know, like when they're like this, when they're like like, stop. Stop. Why are you just drinking it? Why can't you breathe normally, child? Use number 5. Why can't I have my titties out at the beach like men do? Free the nipple. I saw some dude just like go and just, you know, take off his shirt and run into the ocean. And I'm like, why can't I do that? Why can't I? I can't without legal repercussions and consequences. Use number 6. When you... What is going on, Boommy, right now? When you shave your coochie and the stubble makes you itchy despite everything you do. I can't win. And this is why I like literally rocked a bush for the longest time. Because it was just annoying shaving, man. Just annoying shaving. And then I try to put stuff on it like, oh, you put this. Oh, put this. Put this. And then the stubble won't happen and you won't get ingrowns. No. I hate ingrown hairs. I hate it. Because, like, my hair's curly. I have curly hair. See this little curl right here. It's my pube. Reason number 7. Those bright ass LED headlights. Why are they so bright? I cannot see a thing at night. You are making it worse. Stop. Like, I don't know why. Everybody agrees that they suck. Why do we have them? Why do we have LED headlights, man? Reason number 8. Fighting for your life on the toilet and then a tiny pebble comes out. What the fuck, man? Oh. Like, you know, you're literally trying, so you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be the, like, you feel like poop, it's like your stomach's insane, you're like, oh my god, this is gonna be like the worst poop of my life, this is gonna be an insane poop, it's gonna be huge, it's gonna be massive, it's gonna take up the whole toilet, and then you're trying, and the little pebble comes out. Like, what? That's it? That's what I just went full body, take all my clothes off so I can, like, because I'm getting so hot trying to take a dump for that little piece? Boomy's looking at his butt. No. Doesn't Boommy have cool stripes though? They're like brown. I've already told you guys this. I hate peeing when it's really like an inopportune moment to pee. So I wrote this, right? And at one point, like when we were waiting for like I think it was Mary. Yeah, I think it was Mary was gonna present, and Jane was like, "Oh, I have to go to the bathroom." She's just like, "Yeah, one of those really inopportune moments to pee." She speaks only facts. Thank you. And then Salem took a picture of Jane that Mary sent her and put it in her slideshow. And so the first slide when Salem did her part was when Jane takes an inopportune moment to pee when we're trying to do the slideshows, and we were dying laughing, and she's like, "How'd you get that picture of me?" And I'm like, "Oh, she was there. She was there." Reason number 10, I can never find my keys or phone when I just put them down. I don't know where, and this happened 3 times when I was at Olive's house. It happened 3 times. And I'm like, I can't find my phone. Number 11, that fictional characters aren't real. And again, I'm like, come on. Come on. Like, that's... You can't make this a thing? Come on. Like, just make it real. Boommy, yo. This is his big back. Dang. You need a really dedicated cosplayer. True. Reason number 12. Jenna Marbles hasn't come back to YouTube. All the girls were like, Jenna! Like, when they saw this. And I'm like, I miss you, Jenna. Christ. Oh, Boomy's back. With the toes. Don't look at me like that. I know, right? It's like, it sucks. I miss Jenna so bad. I know she's never gonna come back, and that's okay, because she deserves a break. She did so much for YouTube. I understand. And my 13th reason why is bring me back to 2014. Everything sucks now. Enough said. Bring me back to like 2016, 2017. Like, just bring me back. Like, just bring me back to those years, you know. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of this, Grandpa. But yeah, that was mine, and the girls loved it, and they loved my thing. Welcome, Miwa. Hello, Raiders. Hi. You guys just missed my 13 reasons why I would commit presentation. So, hi, if you're new here, my name is Shibi Cottonbum, VAllure's first and indulge. I hope you guys had a good time with Miwa. What was she playing? I literally was stalking her earlier. What was she doing? I was watching her stream. Or I had her on in the background while I was getting ready for mine. Ah! My god.
Davina
Go on.
$4.20. Hey Shibi. Good to see you back. I hope that you're feeling better. Hope that you have a very good stream. I may not be able to be in chat much since I'm at work, but I hope it's a very fun stream.
Thank you. Yeah. No, I'm feeling a bit better, although I'll get to the parts about me being sick during my vacation. Boommy, why do you look so precious now? Oh, my little man. Look at him with his weird eyes. There we go. Go to sleep, Mr. Boomer King. Pet the boy. Oh wait, we can do this. Bad. Oh, always wake it up. Go to sleep. Boomy. Okay, anyways. I know, you could tell that we were touching him. I don't know what's up with my throat, man. I've been drinking tea. So what else? Oh yeah, so I did mine, Olive did hers, and they were pretty funny. Oh, by the way, they were using like ChatGPT to make their presentations. And I'm like, are you serious? And I'm like, guys, don't use AI. And I'm like, really? People use AI way more than I thought they did, and I'm just like, Jesus, I guess it's really only a Twitter thing that people care. They use AI to like make some of their like edit some of the photos. Like Olive like edited her previous job into like a hellscape, so she's like, my previous job is one of my 13 reasons why. So we're going and we get to Jane, and like we get to Mary and Jane, right? And you're probably wondering, wow, it's so funny their names are Mary and Jane. Yes, I've given them those names because they're usually zooted half of the time. And Jane is now heavily zooted. She is she is so high. But I was ready. I was so excited to see what she would come up with. And she pulls up this horrible, I need to ask her to send me her slides just so I can show you what she made. She's like, and mind you, again, let me reiterate what the prompt for the PowerPoint presentation was. It was your 13 reasons why. This fucking bitch gets up there and she's like, hey guys, alright. This is why I think Forky from Toy Story is gay. And I'm just like, wait, what? I'm like, this is not the prompt. This is not the prompt. I'm sitting there, absolutely, and I'm like, I had like one drink, right? And I'm like, am I drunk? Is this me like absolutely like am I? And I'm looking at my drink. I was just drinking like a high noon. I'm like, this can't be right. Am I like I didn't hear that right? And I literally cannot explain. She presents what ChatGPT generated, this weird demonic looking MS Paint slideshow of why Forky from Toy Story, there's like the little sport character with weird pipe cleaner arms, is gay. And no. I thought I was drunk because I'm like, this can't be real life. Like, this is not the prompt. I'm like, and then her girlfriend is like Mary, she's like, honey, you did this when you were sober. What is this? And it was so just like ridiculous. And like, she's like, how did you make this? This looks terrifying. And we're all really just screaming, laughing, because we're like, what? And then she launches into this whole thing about, you know, like, given like, oh, because of those, and it's so obviously ChatGPT generated, and it's like, it has like, you know how like ChatGPT, if you're like, oh, tell me this but make it sassy, like it'll change up its whole vocabulary. Like, ChatGPT, tell me the Declaration of Independence, but give it to me in AAVE. Like, give me it in the black vernacular, please. And like, that's like, it was like, she's like put in like, why is the spork the spork Forky gay from Toy Story, and explain it like a gay man. And I was like, oh honey, and like, and the slides would say this, and she would be reading off the slides like, oh honey, let me tell you something forktastic about this sassy little sport. And that's why I was like fucking losing it. Explain it in Fortnite term. And I was like we were dying because it was like she doesn't talk like that. And then she did the whole presentation and we were like, that had nothing to do with what you were supposed to do, but amazing job. Like, wow, amazing. And then Mary gets up and she's about to set up her thing. And then Jane comes back. She's like, no, wait. That was just the teaser. I actually had to generate 2 slideshows of the same subject, by the way. So we sat through like another like 5-7 minutes about why Porky from Toy Story is gay. And like I haven't seen that Toy Story, so I don't know that character, but she heavily convinced me that he's gay. And let me show you a picture of Forky. This is Forky. I'm like, sure. Sure, why not? And then Mary's like, okay, let me like, you know, we're like, oh, good job, blah, blah. Then Mary gets up there. And then she gets up there and I'm like, one of you guys put something in my drink. And she gets up there and she's just like, all right, here's 13 reasons why Twilight is the best movie. And I'm like, this is not the prompt. And then she launches into like a whole 13. It wasn't even 13 reasons, actually. It was like 5. And it was like so poorly written by ChatGPT. And then Salem looks at the both of them and she's like, you wasted 500 gallons of water for these presentations. And I just lost it. I was gone. I was like, no way. Yeah, they're meant for each other. I love them so much. And I was literally, they're like, Shibi, you're Team Jacob, weren't you? And I'm like, fuck, how'd they clock me? Yeah, I'm Team Jacob, like me some werewolves. But it was fun, that was fun. And we had nachos, it was great. And then I went home. And then I also went to a Ren fair with my parents and that was fun. And I dressed up. As a little maiden. My dad's like, are you a body maiden? And I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? And he's like, body, like BAWDY. And I'm like, I don't know what that means. I am just a maiden. Yeah. But no, I didn't do any pics of the Ren fair just for OPSEC reasons. But it was really cool. I saw a group of Farquads. My dad took a photo with them. I watched a joust. And, you know, I liked looking at all the cosplays and talking in a British accent while drinking mead. And my parents, like, I was the only one, my parents didn't dress up. Like, I had bought my mom, like, a little tiara thing so she could wear. And my dad's like, yeah, I'm coming back as a jester. And I'm like, okay. And then my mom's just like, my mom was like, it was also, no, what did my mom say? She gave a really good suggestion for like a group costume for my dad and my mom, and I could not remember what it was. God dang it. I saw someone dressed up as the Man in Black from Princess Bride, so that was cool. I didn't do a picture with them though. Why are Ren Fair such a thing in the US? I don't know. They're just like little fun excuses to dress up. I love them. No, I didn't sexually harass the bar wenches, but I did look at their boobies. But they're really fun. I highly recommend if you're in the US and you have a Ren Fair near your area. I definitely recommend you try it. King and Queen from Shrek 2. That wasn't it, but that'd be also great. And my mom really likes like period stuff. And that's where I get my love of like period films and dramas is from her. And so like, I remember watching like The Tudors with my mom when I was way too young to be watching The Tudors and Anne Boleyn. Excuse me. And oh, the Boommy, he sleep. So I could tell like she really liked some corsets that she saw. She bought some cool stuff while she was there, and my parents were like, oh my gosh, like we definitely need to come next year. So it was really awesome. No, not a film about periods. Not that. Look up what a period drama is. No, Tutors, what did it come out, like 2008? Yeah, Knight's Fair and Princess Bride. Yeah, I love a Knight's Fair, and I love A Knight's Tale, and I love the Princess Bride. I just love all that stuff. It's really funny. Do period dramas come out every month? Yes, most definitely. But during my time there, I was sick. Like I did go to the doctor. My GERD was acting up. They wrapped it, so they gave me some like antacids for like heartburn, and like I wasn't really eating bad. Like I really had like I know the difference between food poisoning and like GERD, because like my throat was like acid, and like I just felt like a lot of chest pain, and it was just like really debilitating. Like I was like I was hunched over from like pain at one point because like the acid, and I always felt like I was gonna puke. Yeah, different types of dying, but I was able to like pull through it a little bit, so I can have some fun with my family. But then sometimes I just went out and I just wasn't feeling good. But like my dad did the same thing, which I appreciated, because I think he was in a lot of pain during the Ren Fair. But he was a trooper. I also got a bunny. I got the Killer Bunny plushie. Well, not a plushie. I don't really know what it is. From the Ren Fair. It's like you can have them on your from Monty Python's The Holy Grail. I got a little white bunny covered in blood. So, I think he's still in my luggage. I need to take him out and stick him somewhere. But yeah, that was nice. I didn't get a lot. I didn't want to spend a lot of money there. I just like walking around and seeing outfits, to be honest. It's like the closest to a con I'll ever get. How are you thinking of sitting for a period drama and still be a period? I would say a period drama would be like set in like early 1900s and before that, I'd say. Because I like Regency era stuff, like the Gilded Age and like Bridgerton. Like those are period dramas. And then, but I also like stuff like set in like the 1600s, like with like the Medicis or like the Spanish Queen or the White Queen, or like Queen Victoria or Queen Elizabeth. Like I always like those types of, like, I just really like those. I also love the outfits from there. I mean, a drama now, yeah, I would say that. Yeah, pretty. Red Fair's really pricey. Yeah, I spent a lot of money, but you know, like that's why I didn't want to spend like I spent money in the tickets, so I didn't want to spend money on anything else. And I just wanted to like get stuff for my parents. Like I went grocery shopping with my mom. I bought her groceries, and I just like paid for my parents when I was out. Which I couldn't exactly afford, but like I just wanted to treat my parents because I had had such a sucky summer. So I just wanted to be able to like take them out to restaurants and stuff. They took me out, and like they like my lobster picture, like my dad got me that and stuff. So yeah, Peaky Blinders. My parents like that show. Yeah, we got Boommy. You know, you're gonna get you back when they come. Yeah, probably, but it's like they're staying with me. So, yeah, I want to go explore with them a little bit more, because I don't really go too far from my house when I do go out. Like, I go to get groceries and, like, get some stuff shopping if, like, stuff I need. I don't know, like, CVS, Target, but, or, like, stuff for Boommy. I got, like, Petco or PetSmart. But there's, like, really, it's just a place, like, you know, where I live. It's just, like, it's not, like, stuff to do. It's just, like, and, like, I'm fine with that. Take your dad to the nerd shop. I only found one, but it was like not my flavor of nerd. I managed to find it because I couldn't find it again, and I found it and I went back, and I was like, oh yeah, I think this is, I don't really know much about this. So I might try to find like a comic book store instead. Oh, I opened comics with my dad. It was cool. He had some really cool variants. My dad likes to like bid on comic books. And he's bid on some like surprise stuff, and so he got some really cool variants. He got like a Peach Momoko variant. He got like a really cool Zombies Wolverine, and then he got like an OG, what was it? I think it was an OG Black Cat comic that was like really cool. It was really awesome. And then he had like, they had sent him Pokemon cards, so I was opening Pokemon cards. There wasn't any good pulls. I did get an EX, but it was like a Pokemon that I hadn't even heard of before, and it was a Japanese pack, so I couldn't exactly look at it. It was really hard to look up. It looked like a blue catfish thing, but it wasn't the electric guy. It was something else. Yeah, they sent him as a little freebie. They gave him Pokemon cards alongside the comics. No, it wasn't Wishcash or Mudkip. But yeah, there was also like a really awesome Gwen Stacy photo cover, and I was like, oh, that's sick. I might have to ask my dad. Was it Dondozo? I think I might have been. I've gone instead of opening Pokemon cards. Yeah, there were just like random packs. Nothing worth anything. There was a couple of holos in there, but it wasn't anything crazy. There's like the card, when I looked it up, the card was like worth like $5, which is pretty cool. But and that doesn't. I'm like, just give them to my baby cousins, because I have baby cousins that are really into Pokemon cards, and they like actively collect them. But don't go into debt. Although I would totally do that. That's why I had to like pace myself not to spend money on Pokemon TCG Pocket on my phone, because I get amazing Gamba odds online, but IRL not so much. I do have the new V cards. I'm gonna open them with Stronny next week, I believe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, me and Stronny are doing OV card opening. I think with what, like foot cam or something. I can't remember. Open a card with 2K. Wow. I'm gonna do your cosplay for it, probably. For chance. I hope I washed my stuff before I left. It probably needs. I need an iron. I should probably. No, I don't really wear things that need to be ironed. I really just live in t-shirts and shorts. I don't really wear anything else. I ran out of clothes when I was at my parents'. I just was washing my clothes like 3 times a week when I was there. I literally just packed like 3 shirts, 3 shorts, a pair of pants, like sweatpants, and I was like, let's go. And that's all I packed for myself, and I just bought stuff when I was there. And then my parents said like, oh, I'll save it for you next time when you come back. But yeah, no, it was fun. I was sick a little bit. I had a really bad headache, and then like acid reflux with the GERD and stuff, so I was not doing well. And then I get really terrible vertigo after being on a plane, especially for that amount of time. So it was not fun. Not fun at all. When I first like got there, because I like get so nauseous and stuff, and but Boommy was great. Okay, now I just realized the girls have enough design variants to make a VAllure card game or a gacha or something. Oh yeah, you're right. I need to tell you my trip back home. Okay, so getting to the airport was a breeze. My parents brought me. It was great. Before they went to work, all that stuff. The plane was fine. I was watching all the John Wick movies on the plane. I got like halfway through like Parabellum or something. And I love the John Wick movies. I wish they would make more original content like that. Although I'm pretty sure like John Wick is based off of what, a Payday character? I don't know. Whatever. Don't quote me on that. And so I'm like really dizzy. I hate plane rides. Like I really don't like them. Not because I get horrible vertigo. But I have to look out the window when we're taking off, otherwise, my mind is going to stay back where I was. Like, my body will not. Like, I will get so dizzy, my inner ear gets really messed up. It's also really hard for me to be in like an elevator for the same reason, because like moving up and down, but my body just can't tell where it is in space. So I was super freaking nauseous, and I was so happy when the plane ride is over, got Boommy off. Boommy was an angel. He was a little bit of meowy every now and then, and the dude in front of me kept farting, and I thought Boommy had shit. But no, it was a dude in front of me, kept farting. He leaned his chair back. The girl next to him, I don't know if it was his girlfriend, was annoying. I had a window seat, and she kept taking selfies. I don't know if she was an Instagram influencer. She kept taking selfies, and I had to lean out of the way so I wouldn't be caught in them from the angle she was taking them at. I'm like, stop. I feel like I can like accidentally gonna take my picture. Just open the window and let it air it out. Yeah, it was gross. And then got off, got my baggage. You know, after got my check bag. Cause I can't really like carry Boommy and have a carry on at the same time. You'd be more like Neo. And so then I'm waiting for my Uber, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, it's like this guy. And I've taken hundreds of Ubers. I used to, before I had my license, I would Uber everywhere, because I didn't have a license, and there wasn't really any public transportation where I lived. And so literally, like, I would have to budget for the month between my work, like what I was paid, like how I would get an Uber to work, and they also didn't write it off as like a expensive for me, so that was nice. I tried to fight for that, but they wouldn't let me have it at my last job. And so yeah, it was super expensive. It'd be like $300 at the end of the month, if not more. So then I paid for that seat, and that seat is recline function. That's fine. I just didn't like that the guy reclined was farting on me, and then like Boomy's under his seat. So I'm like, is this squishing Boommy? So I was a little concerned, but he was fine. So I get in the car, it's fine, and I'm like, yeah, like, is this is you, blah, blah, blah. Check to make sure the car was correct and all that stuff. But I'm like, cool. And get in. I'm like, you know, make sure Boomy's situated. And then I'm sitting in the back seat and stuff. And I like was like, oh, it's like super busy at the airport. And he's like, yeah, it's usually not this busy. And like, mainly no idle chatter. Oh, where'd you come from? Oh yeah, I came from here, seeing family, blah blah blah. Where are you from? Oh, you're from here, blah blah blah. And so driving. And again, I haven't lived here for this long, and I don't really know like airports and exits and like where exactly everything is. And so I like was looking out the window, and I'm like, I swear he should have taken this exit. And I'm like, maybe he's going a different way because there's a lot of traffic. I'm like, okay. And so then I like kind of chill out, and I'm so nauseous. I can't really think straight because I'm trying not to puke. I was nauseous getting off the plane, and I'm getting car sick. And so this guy starts driving like a motherfucker. Like, I'm just like, what the hell? He's weaving in and out of lanes. It's like and he wasn't driving a Beamer or like a Honda Civic, so I don't know why he thought he was that guy. But he's like weaving in and out. He's stopping super hard. I'm like, oh my, like, I'm like, this is making me, I'm going to throw up in his car. Like, this is it. This is the end. I'm throwing, oh, look at Boommy. I'm gonna throw up in this car. And so I had to close my eyes. So I closed my eyes. I ended up nodding off, which if you're a single woman, you really shouldn't, yeah, I get so car sick in Ubers. You really shouldn't like fall asleep. And, like, I don't have any friends out here to be like, oh yeah, like, oh, like, I'll be home at this time, blah blah blah. So I like fell asleep in the car, and I wake up to Boommy meowing. Thank God. And I look up and I'm like, this is not where I live. This is not where I lived. And I'm like, this isn't right. And I'm like, where are we? And he's like, oh, we're on the way, you know, to your house. And I'm like, I don't think so. Like, I don't recognize these like forests. Like I live in an apartment complex, so like this does not look like this is not the area. Like, it wasn't so like heavily wooded. And I'm like, great, am I gonna die? And I'm like about to puke. And I'm like, can I see, like, and so I lean forward and I look at his GPS and it's like 8 minutes away. And I'm like, 8 minutes away from fucking what? And so, I'm like, oh, like, this isn't good. Like, my dad is so strict. Like, he always makes sure, wants me to be home, like, on time. And the guy's like, oh, like, okay. Yeah, you can check your map for that. But it's like, it's really hard for me to look at a phone. Like, I was so car sick. Like, I couldn't, like, it was hard for me to make, like, mostly rational decisions. And I'm like, trying to, like, I'm like slurring out my words because I'm literally so sick. And I'm like, oh yeah, my dad, like, he's a cop. My dad is not a cop. I'm like, my dad's a cop. And like, we live near the station, and like, this doesn't look, I don't live near a police station. And I'm like, yeah, like my dad is gonna freak out if I'm not home. Like, he, like, well, it's really crazy. And I was looking, and I'm like, I'm looking at his Uber app on his phone, and his says that he's picking up or dropping off, I couldn't remember if it was picking up or dropping off, someone else. It was not my name. And I'm like, are you picking someone else up? Like, this is supposed to be like a single Uber. And he's like, no, I'm not picking up, I'm dropping you off. I'm like, yeah, but like, this isn't where I live. And I look at my, like, I've managed to look at my app, and it's just like, it says that you canceled the ride. Like, did you cancel the ride? And like, are you going to pick someone else up? Like, what are you doing? Yeah. And I'm like freaking out at this point, because I'm like, great, this is how I die. Like, I'm going, and I'm like, whatever, if this guy wants to kidnap a girl with her cat, like, I will give him hell. I could take his ass. I will kill him. I don't even give a fuck. Like, if anybody ever tried to abduct me, I will literally take someone out with me. They will have to put me down, especially with Boommy. I'm like, nah. And so I'm like, you need to turn around. Like, this is not where I live. You need to turn around. You need to turn around. And he's like, no, we just have to go to the spot. I'm like, you need to turn around, or I'm literally gonna call the cops. You need to turn around. And I'm like, I'm going to call my father. Like, this is going to be an issue. Like, I know people. Like, if you are trying anything, like, this is not right. And he's like, no. He's like, I guess. He's like, you accidentally canceled the Uber. I didn't cancel the Uber. And I'm like, it says you did. And he's like, you accidentally canceled the Uber. I just need to go to the spot so I don't get a violation, and so I can drop the person off. I'm like, wait, so you literally are violating YouTube's like TOS and pretending to drop somebody off, and so you don't get penalized, and so you can get the money? I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And excuse me, sorry. Yeah, this dude was a piece. I think he was a scammer. I literally straight up think this dude was a scammer. And I'm like, you need to take me home. And he's like, okay, where do you live? And I'm like, I live here. And I put it in his GPS, and it's like an hour and 30 minutes away. And I'm like, wait, so you drove in the opposite direction? Like, what? And he's like, I don't know if I can take you. And I'm like, what? Like, you just drove me I was probably asleep for like 30 minutes or 45 minutes, and you drove me to this place in the bumfuck middle of nowhere, and you can't drive me back? Like, what? I'm like, you have to take me to my, like, I will call someone and you will get in a lot of trouble. Like, I was straight up like threatening this man, and I'm sick. I'm literally so close to throwing up, guys. I'm so sick. Boomy's crying. He had been in his crate since 7:30 a.m. And he was, I'm like, this is not for my cat. Like, I'm like, if my cat is shit in your car, I don't care. Like, my cat pisses in your car, I don't care. I felt so bad for Boommy. I just wanted to get out and get home so I can get Boommy out, so I can give him water, give him food, and let him use the bathroom. Because it was like 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock at this point, and he had been in there for hours. And so he's like, okay. So he pretends to drop the person off, which sucks for that person. I hope they, like, say that, no, he did not drop me off. Because that's ridiculous. And so he drives back down this, like, windy road and stuff. And I'm like, okay, he's not kidnapping me. He's not bringing me to some random location, thank God. And he gets, and I have my maps open on my phone to make sure he's going in the right direction. Like, and I was way more alert. But it was hard because I'm literally getting so car sick in the back because he was driving like a maniac. Guys, we almost got into 3 separate car accidents. I don't know how I'm not dead right now. Genuinely. I literally don't know how I'm not dead. And he almost drove into a truck. He almost rear-ended multiple people. But thankfully, we're driving, right? Probably like 30 minutes finally from my house. I'm literally close to puking in his car. A cop shows up behind us. And I'm like, thank God. Like, I was literally about to call someone, like call the police. But I didn't need to. The police showed up because he was driving so erratically. And he pulls him over. At first, he doesn't even think the cop's pulling him over, so he keeps driving. And then the cop, like, chases him down. And I'm like, I'm literally speeding. This man was doing, like, 50 or 60 in, like, 20 mile per hour zones, guys. And he pulled him over. Hey, sir, do you know why I pulled you over? And the man's like, I'm an Uber. And, like, the cop's like, that's... has nothing to do with what I just asked you. And I'm like, sir, please get me out of this car. And he asked me, he's like, are you okay, ma'am? And I'm like, I'm not okay, sir. Like, I'm not doing okay. This man has been driving erratically. He took me to the wrong place. Like, I just want to get home. Like, I have a cat. Like, I'm gonna puke. We've almost gotten into multiple car accidents. And he's like, sweetheart, get out of the car. Like, sweetie, like, get out of the car. Nice older cop gentleman. And I get out and I'm sitting on the side of the road. And this man, like, he continues to question him. And he's like, can I see... Well, he asked me for ID and I don't really care. I give him my ID. And he's just like, you know, I'm sorry that, like, this is happening to you. Just, like, hold tight, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay. And he goes back to the car and I can still hear them. And he's just like... and I'm watching through, like, the passenger window. And he's just like... I was so sick I couldn't cry, dude. Like, I couldn't cry. Like, I was literally so out of it. I was trying not to cry or like puke on the side of the road, like, because I just couldn't. I didn't want to puke without being in the safety of my home. I would have puked and cried. And so he asked the guy, like, can I see your license and your registration? And so the guy digs around in his car, can't find the... Well, no, he found the registration. Wasn't under his name. I'm assuming it was a family member's car. And he hands the man, like, I don't know if it was a Metro card or his library card. And the guy looks at it, he's like, I need your license. And the man is just like... that's ID. And the cop's like, son, I'm gonna need you to get out of the car. And
I'm like sitting there like, what the fuck is going on, man? So he takes him up, you know, ask him what he, like, where is he from, blah blah blah. Didn't have a license. This man, and like, I get it. You're trying to make a living. Like, you're trying to live and escape into a better place. Because he was an illegal immigrant. He was driving without a license. And that's why he was a horrible driver. And I had to tell him where to go a lot of the time. And he would, like, go, like, he wouldn't look and follow the stupid fucking GPS. I'm not gonna say where he's from, because I feel like that would be rude. And I don't want people to generalize things. But, I was just like, Boomy's so cute. I was just like, and Boommy was so good. Boommy is like quiet by the side of the road. I put a blanket over him so he wouldn't be overstimulated by like cars going by. But he was a trooper. And but I'm assuming this guy like took his family member's account, changed it to like him driving without a license. The cop like calls somebody else up to come talk to me, and I wouldn't be surprised if it gets released or something. And yeah, like this at this point I'm just like, so I'm like heads between my knees, trying not to puke, trying not to cry, trying to keep it together, trying to be cool. Like I was so focused on Boommy, like that I was just like, I just don't want anything to happen to my cat. Like that was me. And I just wish that this man like didn't do any of the didn't go about any of the things that he did. Like literally, I wish I could show you. He was driving like he was in fucking Tokyo Drift, dude. And I genuinely am surprised that I'm here right now, that I'm not in the hospital somewhere, because we almost like straight up died several times. Honestly, if Boommy hadn't meowed and woken me up, I don't even know what the fuck would have happened. And yeah, he got treats when he got home, that's for fucking sure. He got lots of treats and love. And so the cop like is arresting the guy or whatever, and the other guy comes over and he's like taking my statement, and he's just like, he can see how I'm like so messed up right now. Like I'm just like, he's like, tell me what's been going on, like what's happening. I'm like, sir, I'm just trying to get home. I just came back from seeing my parents, 6-hour flight. Like I got this Uber and he's been driving erratically, and I'm feeling really unsafe and blah 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 blah. And he's like, we're gonna get your luggage out of his car, you're just gonna come with me where you live. And I'm like, I live here. He's like, good, I'll take care of you, like don't worry, like you're gonna be okay. I'll do. And he cracked a little joke. He's like, I won't drive like that guy did. And like it was, they were just super kind to me, super understanding, like, and I like, because of the kindness, I almost broke down in the cop car, and it was really cool. I had never been in the cop car before. So it was just funny because I'm like, is this what it's like to be arrested? And so he drove me home. He was very like patient with me, very understanding. He thought Boommy was super cute, and he was like, you know, he's, oh, your cat's such a good girl. I thought it was Boommy was a girl. It's like, Boommy? Like, oh, like, I don't know what that is, but I don't think you should call your cat that, or whatever the heck he said. And so we got to go home. I was like, again, going, I don't know, maybe it was a slow day, but the fact that they went out of their way to take me home, because I was so, and I'm like, they're like, do you have anybody you can call? And I'm like, no sir, like I literally moved out here just to like, you know, try to strike it on my own, like be a big girl, be away from my parents. Like I don't have anybody, I haven't really made any friends, I've only been here a couple months. And the man looked at me with so much pity in his eyes. He was like, oh honey. Yeah, it drove me home. I was able, and then I get home and I let Boommy out. I make sure I give him food and water, make sure the litter box is good, and then I go straight to the bathroom and I puke my guts out. It was so bad. It was so violent. It was horrible. And then I took a cold shower afterwards. And then I literally like passed out. And yeah, like that when I finally I was texting in the car, like literally about to pull up to my apartment when I was saying like, guys, I don't think I understand what just happened to me. Like, it was wild. I'm like, I just can't be real life. I have the weirdest luck. Like, it was bad because of that, but I was very thankful that those cops took their time to take care of me. And I'm like, do I need to do anything? And they're like, we might like reach out to you for more information, but like other than that, you probably really don't have anything to do with this. Because like, this is just a guy driving out a license, you were just passenger and blah blah blah. We just have to like file a report and shit. I'm like, okay, alright, thank you so much. And I like, honestly, I'll probably send them like, I don't know, like a box of donuts or some shit, because they were like from like a different part from where I was from, so it was really cool of them. And ride in a fancy cop car. But it was just, bro, and like I literally, puked and showered, and I forced myself to have some applesauce and rice, and then I passed out. But yeah, that was my trip. That was my Uber story. The worst Uber I'd ever been in my life. I had never been in something like that. And this is from someone who almost actually got abducted. But, oh, and they also said, they're like, I think we've run into this guy before for the same reason. So, like Uber driver, like, had an issue with that before, and maybe they either let him off or something, but, so, yeah, they're like, we've run into this guy before for, like, reckless driving, and I'm like, I don't know if he used, like, a different person's ID, had a fake ID, but, like, they didn't get him that time. Thank you for the 10 gifted, that one ain't on, I really appreciate it. But yeah, so that was like the second time that they had like dealt with that guy. Is there any question to feel like girls be eating? But curse food? Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you, Coyote, for the 11th month emotes. Welcome back. I'm sorry if I missed anybody's stuff during my thing. Let me look. But it was great, except I was mostly sick. Like with stomach issues, I couldn't really eat a lot. I was mostly eating like shellfish was the only thing that didn't bother my stomach, but anything else would bother my stomach. Did I miss anything? Thank you, Rick, for the 10th month. Thank you, Rick, for the 10-month member. Welcome back, CB. Miss you, I love you. Thank you, Rose J, for the 14th month member. Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you. Sorry, I missed those. But that, like, and I had one time, like, been working and I had to take an Uber home, and I almost did get abducted by an Uber because I almost got into the wrong Uber, but then I checked the license plate a second time because they called my name out. So, like, what people will do to, like, get you is that they will, you request a ride, they'll get it, see where you are, reject the ride or like cancel the ride, and then another one will, like, your real person will come and pick you up. So this that time a person had come and I had 2 Ubers waiting for me, and I had looked at the first one's license plate and I was like, oh, this is the right one, and they were like, Shibi? And I'm like, yeah. And then the other Uber driver had been right behind me getting out of the car, and they're like, no, like, I'm here for Shibi. And then the other guy drove away so fucking fast, and I'm like, what the hell was that? And he's like, I think he was trying to grab you, ma'am. And I'm like, what the fuck? So that happened to me at my last job one time. Yeah, when I was, and it was like late at night. I was like working a late shift too, so that was, I'm happy I didn't. Like, that guy like said something. Everybody just trying to traffic me, man. I don't know what's happening. But yeah, it was a thing. It was tumultuous. But I'm safe and sound at my house. This is why I never leave it. This is why I I don't like traveling. I had never experienced an Uber like that, and I like the Ubers people and the Door Dashers are weird around here. I don't know what it is, and that's why I don't DoorDash either. Like while I'm here, because I'm like I haven't gotten canceled on. I've gotten like I've tried when I first moved here. I tried to DoorDash things, and people were just really weird, and I just no, I'm good. Oh, and they would mess things up or they'd steal my food. So yeah, but I'm alive. I'm here. And I can't wait to move past this. Yeah, I don't like the West Coast. I feel like I didn't realize, and like I didn't grow up in the best area either. So I'm like, this is making that place look like paradise right now. Like what the hell? The Second Amendment, use it. Yeah, no. And that's why like I've always said like I want to get like some sort of piece or like get a specially trained dog. But the nice place, the weird ass like woods that he drove me to were really nice though. LA is kind of a hellhole. I haven't been to LA. I'd be scared to like go there. And like I like the only thing I like about the West Coast is that seafood is just like weirdly cheaper here. But like everybody like, and people are so much nicer on the East Coast. People are not polite on the West Coast. Like I met like a couple people, but like people are rude, especially driving. I'm like, I thought like the cities on the East Coast were bad. Like what the fuck? Like Jesus. But you know, you live and you learn. I'm probably gonna move back to the East Coast in a couple years once I like just save for it. Probably try to save for a house instead. Maybe go like Carolinas or Georgia, not Florida. Virginia, New Hampshire. I'm trying to name places. Connecticut, Rhode Island, Delaware. I'm trying to think of like places on the East Coast. Maine was nice. When I went and visited Maine when I was seeing my parents, it was very nice. I really like Maine a lot. Maybe I'll move to Maine. But shit's expensive. Massachusetts. Nebraska is not the East Coast. Is it? Moved to Canada. I like when I was driving through the Midwest, it was just boring. My favorite place that no, I can't say. I can't say where I drove through. There's one place I really liked. And I was like, if I was going to live in the Midwest, I'd live here. But it was really cool. It was really cool. Alaska. Yeah, I drove through Alaska. When I was younger, I wanted to move to Alaska really badly. Like, it was my dream. I wanted to be Julie of the Wolves and be an Iditarod, and like White Fang, all that shit. Iditarod sled dog racer. Went to the VAllure house. I feel like Stronny was talking about like getting an actual VAllure house, and I'm like, I'm there. She's like, yeah, maybe I'll like rent a house for a month, and we have like silly off collab thing. I'm like, I'm so down, bro. I'm so down. And I'm like, can I bring Boommy? And they're like, yeah. And Stronny was like, yeah. So if that ever happens, that'll be a dream. It would be so awesome. It'd be so cool to like actually like spend physically time with the girls that I work with. 12 girls in one house. You'd be surprised. Like, we work so well together, like all of us, that I don't really see any issues happening, except for maybe like when people bring their pets. Like it would be like, oh, your pet got into this, or your pet, like maybe have to lock our pets in our rooms, which sucks. But yeah. VAllure trailer park. Wait. Oh, what if we rented like a group of like cottages? Boommy can meet his brother. Yeah, you can meet Shmoopy. Boommy. He's knocked out. He opened his eyes a little bit. Boomy's actually really good with other cats and dogs, so I think he'd be perfectly fine. Yeah, let's go glamping. Yeah, but I have a lot of work to catch up on. I got work to do. I have some more stuff to record. Oh, the Boommy. And I also just needed, like, I felt like it wasn't really a vacation minus, like, eating good food and, like, I feel like I still had to do stuff. It was more so, like, I got my social interactions that I was craving, and now I'm just like, oh, I don't really feel like I was on vacation, especially because I was sick, and I was miserable and traumatized on the way back. So, but tomorrow, what's today? Is today Tuesday? Yeah. So tomorrow, I'm not streaming, but hold on, I'll just pull up my schedule. I'm gonna go probably take a nap after this because I'm just so tired and jet lagged. Where is it? I just have the picture of Forky up. Stream schedules. Tomorrow I'm playing Repo on Eerie BPM's channel. I can't remember if she streams on Twitch or YouTube, but I will obviously retweet when she tweets it out. That'll be at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Was that like 12 or 1 Eastern Time? So I'll do Repo with her and I believe Echo Mori. Who else? I don't remember. Me couldn't make it, sadly. Oh, frick. Eerie Lily messaged me. Can you send me a PNG for the thumbnail? Shib. Let me do that. Ah! Alright, let me send her a PNG real quick. Which ones? Let's do a surprised expression. These don't look that surprised. Let's put us. What did I need to make better scared expressions. I have an angry folder, a cursed folder, dizzy, full body, gloom, heart, leash, Oji-sama, phone, sad, smiles, smug eyes, sparkle, surprise, waving, and yabai folder. Let's do... this one. I'm just crying. Me crying. Where's my smiles? Yeah, Boommy is just big chilling right now. He's eepy. He's been through a lot. I bet he's still working that gap out of his system. Oh yeah, but yeah, Repo tomorrow, and then probably at 1. I don't know if we're streaming that though, so never mind. I'll be playing Marvel Rivals. That might be off stream. Then No I'm Not Human on Thursday. Friday, me and Immy are doing our live ASMR collab, which there's gonna be scuff for that because it's so weird to figure out. Oh, big man. Oh, lucky. Don't show your butt. He showed his butt. And then I have Estrella's watch along, and then an hour after Estrella's watch along, me and Immy are gonna play Elden Ring, and it's my birthday. I'm not doing anything crazy for my birthday because although I could definitely probably stand to do a donathon, 1, taxes, and 2, that was just a lot of stuff I had to do before. So instead we're gonna do a punishment wheel. where like maybe a dono does this, you get like free spins, or not free, a dono gets a free spin. That doesn't make any sense. A dono gets a spin, and I have all these gross drinks to drink. I'm getting Bean Boozled stuff. We're gonna do some workouts. Maybe I'll do body cam for that. I don't know. I'm keeping it low key. I'm kind of just wanting to hang out with you guys. We're just vibing, nothing crazy. I'm sorry if you wanted something crazy. Maybe I'll try to get my VR working. Not my VR, but my VR chat avatar at least. And then yeah, and then member Mondays on the 29th. We're doing live Left 4 Dead 2 member stream snipe. And then Misao at 1 p.m. on Tuesday. And then I'm playing Lethal on Immy's channel. Me and Immy have the same birthday, but she's doing like a whole week thing, and I'm like, girl, could not be me. And I might like I'm like too shy to like ask people to do things with me. Like I was like Immy was like, are you gonna do like a Tatsumachi? And I'm like, no, because I don't think anybody would come. Maybe, I don't know, like I feel weird about that. I don't know. I would feel bad if people couldn't make it. And then I have a big packed day with Stronny on Thursday next week. We're doing our live ASMR. I don't know what we're doing for that. We're doing it on Stronny's channel though. And then we're also opening our V cards together on Stronny's channel. So we're doing that back to back. And then Night Rain stream snipe on the 3rd. And then I think we're having an ASMR relay. Just mini one, 30 minutes on Saturday. And then I'm off Sunday. Just to give me some breathing room. I don't know. I just feel I'm shy. I feel like I'm really good with connecting people when I'm like in a thing with them. But like asking and reaching out is really hard for me to do, even with like my normal friends, like IRL, and even my parents. I remember watching her right here, what she did, and the viewers were like, oh yeah, the bunny's cool. Hey, me or someone else. Yeah, I'm gonna be in a Night Rain tournament in a month or two, so I need to prep for that. But yeah, so that's what we're looking like for the next 2 weeks. No, my slime trackers haven't come in yet. They were supposed to have come in and they have not. I haven't gotten any updates on them. They're supposed to come in back in August. So, I know they had like delays and stuff. Yeah. Night Rain tourney, how's that work? So, there's a girl that's hosting it, and how she's running it, it seems like, so we have to put, wait. I don't know if I can talk about this, because I don't think they have announced it. So I'm just gonna shut up. I don't think I can talk about it yet, because it's so far away. But yeah. Night Rain, woo! But yeah, so I'm gonna go rest. I'm gonna find someone to wait. I'll do that in a minute. But I missed you guys a lot. I like really wanted to like do spaces while I was there, but I generally didn't have time, or I was too sick to do so. But I'm so glad to be back. I'm so glad to be okay. And so I can be around you guys. And yeah, I'm coming back with a vengeance. Your vacation, new Shibi. I'm trying to like improve upon myself. Like being with my parents made me want to like try to do better for myself, because like I haven't been taking care of myself. So I'm gonna try to work out more. I've actually haven't been eating too bad, so but like keep that up. Yeah, and just like get my work done, be productive, be proactive. Honestly, shout out to Yina's productivity server. I was in that this morning doing my tax stuff while I was also chatting with you guys. And just yeah, trying to get my doctor stuff situated and my tax stuff situated. But yeah, we just want to make self-improvement goals. And I hope you guys, if you guys are also struggling with stuff, like we can make goals together. Maybe we can have like a whole goal making stream. Yes. because I really want to try harder with like the content that I make. I've been really slowing down, and I really think that to distract myself from like seasonal effects and just like my own mental health stuff and my health issues is just like if I just work hard, I can just like focus on better things, like doing more ASMR, doing more Bunsley streams, doing like more like actual, maybe more consistent uploads rather than just streaming, making more content. I do have some artwork I have to post today that I commissioned a while ago, so I'll do that right after this too. But yeah, we've all become beefy together. Yeah, it only gets worse as we get into winter, so like it's really like pushing forward, working hard, I think will get us through the winter. Winter is coming. It's been like a really tough year for some of us, I know that, but we can work on it together because we're tough and we've been through worse, and like, you know, you can surprise yourself. Like me surprising myself this morning when I got all that tech stuff done, surprisingly. But yeah, Shibi Surge, Harlot Surge, Boommy. Yeah, you better cover your butt, bro. He's covering his face. You can kind of see his paws covering his face. But yeah, I like want to make sure I can cheer you guys up and you cheer me up so we all can support each other. Try harder, yeah. But I love you guys, and I'll miss you. And you might see me tomorrow if you decide to check on Erie's channel. And sorry, I'm looking at Boommy again. Back just in time for Gen V. Yeah, I binge watched it at my parents' house when I probably should have been sleeping. My dad was like heavily concerned with how much of an insomniac I was. He's like, "You're telling me you stayed up till 5 a.m. watching Netflix because you couldn't fall asleep?" And I'm like, yeah. It wasn't even that good. I just couldn't sleep. But yeah, I miss you guys and I love you. I love you so much, my stinky boys and girls. Mwah, mwah. Yeah, I'm gonna try to upload so I had recorded like 20 minutes or 30 minutes of me doing no talking ASMR in my cosplay. There's a couple of noises in it though, so I might go through and edit it, but I'll try to upload it this Friday. Thank you guys for the love on my recent ASMR video too, like my recent ones that I uploaded. I appreciate it. I can't believe one of them already hit 10k in 3 days. I was like, is this what it's like? Is this what it's like to be Immy? or be Stronny, or be Ceru. Or Willow. Yeah, really talented ASMR artist. I'm just trying to catch up, man. I'm just trying to get on that grind. Trying to get into that algo favoritism. But yeah, I just don't upload. That's what it really is, just consistent uploads, you know. Did I hit 32k? Like literally I only hit 32k because I uploaded a video. like I was at 30 and then I'm at 32. That's so funny. Thank you guys for the 32k. We growing, we steadily growing. My throat is killing me, man. I need more tea. Again, like I said, I feel myself getting sick. I'll keep you guys updated if it gets worse, because you know, anytime you travel you get sick, so we'll see what happens. But I don't think I see myself canceling streams this week, to be honest. I think I can pull through. I'm not dying. But I love you, Stinky, and I'll see you later. I'm very excited to play the No I'm Not a Human full release. Although I heard that it has a horrible save thing, so we might be playing it once, trying to go as far as possible, and then just leaving it. Like it's a roguelike or something. Oh my god. This tea is old, but I'll drink it. Oh. Ginger tea. It's something in my tummy. Yeah, I'm like still nauseous from like that drive. Like it's also hard for me to stare at a screen for too long. Not like stare at a screen, but like play a game for too long. It has a lot of movement. So I'm gonna see if I can play Rivals after this just by myself and see if I die. Okay. I love you. I miss you guys so much. You guys don't understand. Thank you for missing me too and loving me. Bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Stay stinky. You better stay stinky. I missed that harlot stink. Musky. Say bye, Boommy. Boommy. Boomerton. Boom. Boommy. He's gone. He's knocked out. Okay, bye.